तुम अगर धर्म मार्ग पे बढ़ते चलो, जिंदगी मस्त नग में लुटाते रहे। तुम अगर धर्म मार्ग पे बढ़ते चलो, जिंदगी मस्त नग में लुटाती रहे। नेक राहों पे गए मुस्कुराती चलो, गीत दुनिया तुम्हारे ही गाती रहे। तुम अगर धर्म मार्ग पे बढ़ते चलो, जिंदगी मस्त नग में लुटाती रहे। कितने पुण्यों से नर्तन मिला है, मगर तुमने जिंदगी को संवारा नहीं। लाख दुख रे सहे, लाख संकट सहे, पाप दिल से हटाना गवारा नहीं। तुम अगर धर्म पतवार लेके चलो, कश्ती फिर क्यों भला डगमगाती रहे। तुम अगर धर्म मार्ग पे बढ़ते चलो, जिंदगी मस्त नग में लुटाती रहे। धर्म की जग में गंगा बहाते चलो, नेक इंसान जहां में कहाते चलो। चाहते मोक्ष तो गीत भगवान के, सांस के तार पर गुनगुनाते चलो। तुम अगर धर्म का धन कमाते चलो, जिंदगी यूं ना दुख रे उठाती रहे। तुम अगर धर्म मार्ग पे चलते चलो, जिंदगी मस्त नग में लुटाती रहे। नेक राहों पे गए मुस्कुराते चलो, गीत दुनिया तुम्हारे ही गाती रहे। तुम अगर धर्म मार्ग पे बढ़ते चलो, जिंदगी मस्त नग में लुटाती रहे।
Sadar Supreme Namaste to all of us present here and also to the internet audience. A warm Namaste and a warm welcome. Thank you, Neil, thank you, Vinesh, and thank you, Mamu, for those wonderful bhajans which have set the mood for us to now begin our Sandhya meditation. May I kindly ask all of you to clasp your palms, close your eyes, just as we greet each other with Namaste. When we see each other, we greet our God, we say Namaste. We bow to our God. नमस्ते सते ते जगत कारणाय नमस्ते चिते सर्वलोकाश्रयाय नमो द्वैत तत्त्वाय मुक्तिप्रदाय नमो ब्रह्मणे शाश्वताय त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। गायत्री मंत्र। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। अथ संध्योपासना विधिः प्रारभ्यते अथाचमनम्. All of us placing our right palm into our left palm. Om Shanno Devirabhishtaya Apo Bhavantu Mitaye Shanyorabhi Sravantu Naha. Touching our body limbs. Om Vak Vak Om Pranaha Pranaha Om Chakshuh Chakshuh Om Shotram Shotram Om Nabhi Om Hridayam Om Kantaha Om Shiraha Om Bahuvyam Yashobalam Om Karatana Karaprishte. Touching our body limbs again. Om Bhuh Punatu Shirasi Om Bhua Punatu Nitrayo Om Swaha Punatu Kanthe Om Maha Punatu Hridaye Om Janah Punatu Nabhyam Om Tapah Punatu Padayoha Om Satyam Punatu Punah Shirasi Om Kham Brahma Punatu Sarvatra. Pranayam, or 2 sets of palms touching our body limbs. Om Hu Hu Om Bhuvah Om Saha Om Maha Om जनः ॐ तपः ॐ सत्यम् ॐ भूः ॐ भुवः ॐ स्वः ॐ महः ॐ जनः ॐ तपः ॐ सत्यम् ॐ भूः ॐ भुवः ॐ स्वः ॐ महः ॐ जनः ॐ तपः ॐ सत्यम् अथ अघमर्षणमन्त्राः ॐ ऋतं च सत्यं चाभिधातपसोऽध्यजायत ततो रात्रयजायत ततः समुद्रो अर्णवः ॐ समुद्रादर्णवादधि संवत्सरो अजायत अहोरात्राणि विदधत् विश्वस्य मिषतो वशी ॐ सूर्याचन्द्रमसो धाता यथा पूर्वमकल्पयत् दिवं च पृथिवीं चान्तरिक्षमथो स्वाहा अथ मनसा परिक्रमा ॐ प्राचीदिगग्निरधिपतिरसितो रक्षितादित्या ईशवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं विष्णुसंवोचम्पे दद्मः ॐ दक्षिणातिगिन्द्रोऽधिपतिस्थिरश्चिराजि रक्षिता पितरैषवः ॐ प्रतीचिदिग्वरुणोऽधिपतिः प्रीडाको रक्षिता नमिषवः ॐ मुदीचिदिक्सोमोऽधिपतिः स्वजो रक्षिता शनिरेशवः ॐ ध्रुवादिग्विष्णुरधिपतिः कल्माशग्रीवो रक्षिता विरुद्धैषवः ॐ ऊर्ध्वादिबृहस्पतिरधिपतिः श्वित्रो रक्षिता वर्षमीशवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशुभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मसंवोजम्भे दद्मः उपस्थानम् ॐ उद्वयं तमसस्परि स्वः पश्यन्त उत्तरं देवं देवता सूर्यमगन्मज्योतिरुत्तमम् ॐ उदुत्यं जातवेदसं देवं वहन्ति केतवः दृशे विश्वाय सूर्यम् ॐ चित्रं देवानामुदगादनीकं चक्षुर्मित्रस्य वरुणस्याग्नेः आप्राद्या वा पृथिवी अन्तरिक्षं सूर्यात्मा जगतस्तुषश्च स्वाहा ॐ तच्चक्षुर्देवहितं पुरस्ताच्छुक्रमुच्चर पश्येम शरदः शतं जीवेम शरदः शतं शृणुयाम शरदः शतं प्रब्रवाम शरदः शतम् अधीनः स्याम शरदः शतं भूयश्च शरदः शतात् भूयश्च शरदः शतात् भूयश्च शरदः शतात् अथ ब्रह्म गायत्री सावित्री गुरुमन्त्रः ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् हे ईश्वरदयानिधे भवत्कृपयानेन जपोपासनादिकर्मणा धर्मार्थकाममोक्षाणां सत्यः सिद्धिर्भवेन्नः तत ईश्वरं नमस्कुर्यात्. We bow unto God's omnipresence, omnipotence, and omniscience, all-knowing, all-powerful, and everywhere. Om Namah Shambhavaya Cha Mayo Bhavaya Cha Namah Shankaraya Cha Mayaskaraya Cha Namah Shivaya Cha Shivataraya Cha He Mangalesh Shankar Mangal Karo Hamara Pavan Prakash Paaye परमार्थ पुण्य द्वारा परिज्ञान पय पिरादो अवधर अगाध दानी तेरी शरण में आया है भक्त भवानी अब अंत में प्रभु जी तुमको नमन करे हम वेदों के ज्ञान द्वारा जीवन सफल करे हम जीवन सफल करे जीवन सफल करे हम. And now I bow to thee, O God of calm, O God of peace and Lord of bliss divine. Thy grace supplies to burning hearts a balm. Thy blessings in my right desire shine. I also thank thee for thy rule benign, thy kind protections and thy blessings sweet. And those who are the dreaded foes of mine, I lay them humbly at thy gracious feet. Yes, God, I lay them humbly at thy gracious feet. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Iti Sandhyopasana Vidhi Samaptaha. We have now come to the end of our Sandhya meditation. I will now ask the children to graciously step off stage, and I would like to ask the Pandits and Panditas who are here to join us in the Sankalp as we register the time, the date, and the place in which we are performing today's weekly Satsang. श्री ब्रह्मणो द्वितीय प्रहराढे वैवस्वत मन्वन्तरे अष्टाविंशतितमे कलियुगे कलिप्रथमचरणे अस्मिन् राक्षस विक्रम संवत्सरे पौषमासे कृष्णपक्षे रविवासरे चतुर्थी तिथौ पुनर्वसु नक्षत्रे भवकरणे ब्रह्मयोगे क्वींस नगरे न्यूयॉर्क प्रदेशे अमेरिका देशे महर्षि दयानंद गुरुकुले आर्य समाज मंदिरे अयं साप्ताहिक सत्संगः प्रारभ्यते अयं साप्ताहिक सत्संगः प्रारभ्यते अयं साप्ताहिक सत्संगः प्रारभ्यते. All the children come up on stage. We do not have any yajamanas for today, so we'd like you all to sit and perform Havan Yajna today. All of us have physically taken a bath, but we sip this sacrificial water to wash our inner selves, just as we wash our bodies very clean. In the same way, we wish to wash our inner selves of all the dirt. Om Amrito Pastarnamasi Swaha. Om Amrita Pidhanamasi Swaha. Taking water for the third time, asking God, may our inner selves be cleansed. Om Satyam Yashah Shrirmai Shrihi Shayata Swaha. Athang Sparshaha. Touching our body limbs and asking God, may these body limbs of ours, may they remain strong and may they fulfill their defined functions. ॐ वाग्मासे अस्तु ॐ नसोर्मे प्राणो अस्तु ॐ अक्षनोर्मे चक्षुरस्तु ॐ कर्णयोर्मे श्रोत्रमस्तु ॐ बाहुर्मे बलमस्तु ॐ ऊर्वोर्म ओजो अस्तु ॐ अनिष्टानि मेऽङ्गानि तनुस्तन्वामि सह सन्तु अथेश्वर स्तुति प्रार्थनोपासनाः. Clasping palms and closing our eyes. ॐ विश्वानि देव सवितर दुरितानि परासुव यद्भद्रं तन्नासुवम् ॐ हिरण्यगर्भः समवर्तताग्रे भूतस्य जातः पतिरेकासीत् सदाधार पृथिवीत्यामुटे कस्मै देवाय
हविषा विधेम
ॐ य आत्मना बलदायस्य विश्व उपासते प्रशिशं यस्य देवाः यस्य छायामृतं यस्य मृत्युः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम ॐ यः प्राणतो निमिषतो महित्वैकम् इत्राजा जगतो बभूव य ईशे अस्य द्विपदश्चतुष्पदः कस्मै देवाय
हविषा विधेम
ॐ येन द्यौरुग्रा पृथिवी च दृढा येन स्वहस्तभितं येन नाकः यो अन्तरिक्षे रजसो विमानः कस्मै देवाय
हविषा विधेम
ॐ प्रजापते न त्वरेतान्यो विश्वाजातानि परिता बभूव यत्कामास्ते जुहुमस्तन्नो अस्तु वयं स्याम पतयोरयीणाम् ॐ सनो बन्धुर्जनिता सविधाता धामानि वेद भुवनानि
विश्वा
यत्र देवामृतमानशानास्त्रितीधामन्नधेरयन्त ॐ अग्निर्नयसुपथाराय अस्मान् विश्वानि देववयुनानि विद्वान् युयोध्यस्मज्जुहुराणमेनो भूयिष्ठान्ते नमोक्तिं विधेम हे सकल जगत की उत्पत्ति करता समग्र ऐश्वर्य युक्त शुद्ध स्वरूप सर्व सुखों के दाता परमेश्वर आप कृपा करके हमारे संपूर्ण दुर्गुण दुर्व्यसन और दुखों को दूर कीजिए जो कल्याणकारक गुण कर्म स्वभाव वाले पदार्थ हैं वे सब हमको प्राप्त कराइए। O God, O Deva Savitar, O Creator of this universe, O radiant cause of all manifestations, all life forms, do remove from all of us, especially the children sitting for Havana, do remove from them and us all that is difficult, all that is stressful, and all that is challenging, and give unto all of us all that is beautiful, benevolent, and auspicious. O Prajapati, O Master of this entire creation, no one except you can supersede the creatures of this visible and of other invisible worlds. May those desires for which we come to your shelter be fulfilled. May we be masters of earthly and heavenly riches. Hetishwara Stuti Prarthanopasana Prakaranam Atha Swasti Vacanam Om Agnimire Purohitam Yajyasya Devam Ritvijam Hotaram Ratnadhatamam Om Swasti Pantha Manucharema Surya Chandamasa Viva Punardarata Gnata Janata Sangame Mahi Iti Sankshephataha Swasti Vacanam Atha Shanti Karanam. We ask God for peace to be yielded to all our personalities. Om Shanna Indagni Bhavatam Avobhi Shanna Inda Varuna Ratavya Shaminda Soma Suvitaya Shamyo Shanna Inda Pushana Vajasato Om Shanna Somo Bhavatu Brahma Shanna Shanno Kravana Shamusantu Yajah Shanna Swaruna Mitayo Bhavantu Shanna Prasvaha Shamavastu Pe Atha Shiva Sankalpa Mantraha Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpa Mastu. Manaha means mind. May our minds be filled with beautiful and benevolent thoughts, for only then our words will be benevolent and only sweet. May our thoughts, words, and deeds be in accordance and harmony with each other. May at no time we think one thing, we say something else, and then our actions are something else. That's disharmony. May at no time, children, may at no time you think one thing, say something else, and do something else. May your thoughts, words, and your deeds be in accordance with each other. Om Yajagreto Duramudeti Devam Tadu Suptasya Tathe Vaiti Durangamam Jyotisha Jyotirekam Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu Om Susharathirashvani Vayam Manushyat Nediyate Bhishabhirva Jinaiva Hritpatishtham Yadajiram Javishtham Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu. O King, O Master, with your peaceful flow, bring peace to the world of animals and peace to the world of human beings too. Peace indeed to the world of trees and plants. And to the children sitting for Havan Yajna, may you all have Abhayadan, the gift of fearlessness. No fear from our friends, nor from those who are unfriendly to us. No fear from the known, nor from the unknown. No fear in the night, nor in the day. May we be friends unto all directions, and may all directions be friendly unto us. Om Sanaha Pavaswa Shamgave शमचराय शमर्वते शम्राजनोषधीभ्यः ॐ अभयं मित्रारभयम् अमित्रात् अभयं जातानभयं परोक्षात् अभयं नक्तम् अभयं दिवानः सर्वाशा मम मित्रं भवन्तु सर्वाशा मम मित्रं भवन्तु इति संक्षेपतः शान्तिकरणम् अथाग्निप्रदीपनम्. Will the Yajamanas kindly stand? बचे पाप के कर्मों से बचे पाप के कर्मों से सदा शुभ कर्म करे रहे दूर बुराई से रहे दूर बुराई से सब है मेहमान यहाँ सब है मेहमान यहाँ करके जो भलाई गए उनका गुणगान यहाँ उनका गुणगान यहाँ भगवान को याद करे भगवान को याद करे अनमोल है जीवन नए से बर्बाद करे नए से बर्बाद करे नए से बर्बाद करे भगवान को याद करें. Let us remember God every opportunity we have, for we all take this human birth most of the times for granted. We do not realize sometimes how fortunate we are to have been blessed with this human body. Kindling this sacrificial fire. Om Bhur-Bhuvah Swaha. ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वर्ग्योरिव भूम्ना पृथिवीवरिम्ना तस्यास्ते पृथिवी देवयजने पृष्ठे अग्निं वनादमन्ना ध्यायादधे. All of us fanning this sacrificial fire. ॐ उद्बुद्ध्य स्वाग्ने प्रतिजाग्रहि त्वमिष्ठापूर्ते संसृजेथामयञ्च अस्मिन् सधस्थे यद्युत्तरस्मिन् विश्वे देवा यजमानश्च सीदत देवाश्च यजमानश्च सीदत. अथ समिराधानम. 3 pieces of samitha reminding us of our past, present and future. It is only when we are cognizant of our past and we're cognizant of our present, then can we make plans for our future. We need to remember what we have passed through in order to appreciate our present and then make plans for our future. These 3 pieces of samitha remind us of this. ॐ अयन्त इद्मा आत्मा जातवेदस्तेने ध्यस्व वर्धस्व चेद्धवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसे नानाद्येन समेधय स्वाहा इदमग्नये जातवेदसे इदन्नं मम ॐ समिधाग्निं दुवस्यत घृतैर्बोधय तातिथिम् अस्मिन् हव्या जुहोतन सुसमिधाय शोचिषे घृतं तीव्रं जुहोतन अग्नये जातवेदसे स्वाहा इदमग्नये जातवेदसे इदन्नं मम तन्त्वा समिद्भिरङ्गिरो घृतेन वर्धयामसि बृहच्छोचाय विष्ठ्य स्वाहा इदमग्ने अङ्गिरसे इदन्नं मम अथ पञ्चघृताहुतयः 5 key oblations. ॐ अयन्त इद्मा आत्मा जातवेदस्तेने ध्यस्व वर्धस्व चेद्धवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसे नानाद्येन समेधय स्वाहा इदमग्नये जातवेदसे इदन्नं मम ॐ अयन्त इद्मा आत्मा
जातवेदस्तेने ध्यस्व वर्धस्व चेद्धवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसे नानाद्येन समेधय
स्वाहा इदमग्नये जातवेदसे इदन्नं मम ॐ अयन्त इद्मा आत्मा जातवेदसेने ध्यस्व वर्धस्व चेद्धवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसे नानाद्येन समेधय स्वाहा इदमग्नये जातवेदसे इदन्नं मम ॐ अयन्त इद्मा आत्मा जातवेदसेने ध्यस्व वर्धस्व चेद्धवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसे नानाद्येन समेधय स्वाहा इदमग्नये जातवेदसे इदन्नं मम 5th and final time ॐ अयन्त इद्मा आत्मा जातवेदसेने
ध्यस्व वर्धस्व चेद्धवर्धय
चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसे नानाद्येन समेधय स्वाहा इदमग्नये जातवेदसे इदन्नं मम अथ जलप्रसेचनम् Children stand. ॐ अदिते अनुमन्यस्व ॐ अनुमते अनुमन्यस्व ॐ सरस्वत्यनुमन्यस्व ॐ देव सवितः प्रसूवयजं प्रसूवयजपतिं भगाय दिव्यो गन्धर्वः केतपो केतन्नः पुनातु वाचस्पतिर्वाचन्नः स्वदतु। 4 key oblations. ॐ अग्नये स्वाहा इदमग्नये इदन्नं मम ॐ सोमाय स्वाहा इदं सोमाय इदन्नं मम ॐ प्रजापते स्वाहा इदं प्रजापते इदन्नं मम ॐ इदाय स्वाहा इदमिदाय इदन्नं मम। अथ घृत सामग्री आहुतयः। The children may now be seated. One side will offer ghee and one side will offer samagri Didi Liani. Children, kindly go closer so you make the offerings. ॐ सूर्यो ज्योतिर्ज्योतिः सूर्यः स्वाहा ॐ सूर्यो वर्चो ज्योतिर्वर्चः स्वाहा ॐ ज्योतिः सूर्यः सूर्यो ज्योतिः
स्वाहा
ॐ सजुर्देवेन सविता सजुरुषसेन्द्रवत्या जुषानः सूर्यो वेतु स्वाहा ॐ अग्निर्ज्योतिर्ज्योतिरग्निः स्वाहा ॐ अग्निर्वर्षो ज्योतिर्वर्षः स्वाहा ॐ अग्निर्ज्योतिर्ज्योतिरग्निः स्वाहा ॐ सजुर्देवेन
सवित्रा
सजुरातैन्द्रवत्या जुषानो अग्निर्वेतु स्वाहा ॐ भूरग्नये प्राणाय स्वाहा इदमग्नये प्राणाय इदन्नं मम ॐ भुवर्वायवे पानाय स्वाहा इदं वायवे पानाय इदन्नं मम ॐ स्वरादित्याय व्यानाय स्वाहा इदमादित्याय व्यानाय इदन्नं मम ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वरग्नि वायवादित्येभ्यः प्राणापानव्यानेभ्यः स्वाहा इदमग्निवायवादित्येभ्यः प्राणापानव्यानेभ्यः इदन्नं मम ॐ आपो ज्योतिरसो अमृतं ब्रह्म भूर्भुवः स्वरो स्वाहा ॐ यां मेधां देवगणाः पितरश्चोपासते तया मां मध्यमेधयाग्ने मेधाविनं कुरु स्वाहा ॐ विश्वानि देव सवितर् दुरितानि परासुव यद्भद्रं तन्न
सुव
स्वाहा ॐ अग्निनय सुपथारायस्मान् विश्वानि देववयुनानि विद्वान् युयोध्यस्मज्जुहुराणमेनो भूयिष्ठान्ते नमौक्तिं विधेम स्वाहा अथ पुनहुतिरूप आघारावाज्यभागाहुतयः ॐ अग्नये स्वाहा इदमग्नये इदन्नमम ॐ सोमाय
स्वाहा
इदं सोमाय इदन्नमम ॐ प्रजापतये
स्वाहा
इदं प्रजापतये इदन्नमम ॐ इन्द्राय स्वाहा इदं इन्द्राय इदन्नमम ॐ भूरग्नये स्वाहा इदम् अग्नये इदन्नमम ॐ भुवर्वायवे
स्वाहा
इदं वायवे इदन्नमम ॐ स्वरादित्याय स्वाहा इदमादित्याय
इदन्नमः
ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वरग्नि वायवादित्येभ्यः स्वाहा इदमग्नि वायवादित्येभ्यः इदन्नमः Children, may I kindly ask all of you to stand? Is there any one of you, the children, who are celebrating a birthday, either past or is coming up? Would you kindly let me know? In the meantime, I would like to ask Mataji Renuka to come forward. She is also going to Guyana like most of our Mandir family, and we would like to wish her nothing but the best in her travel, in her journey to Guyana, for the opening of the grand opening of the Gurukul in Iflat, where Guruji is currently. We ask for God to continue to bless her, even if she's going to Guyana for that function, that major historical function. I would like to ask Mataji to come forward. In the meantime that she's coming, may I kindly ask, is there anyone who is celebrating either a birthday or any of from the children? Anyone? Then, since none of you are celebrating anything special, may I kindly ask each and every one of you to take the ghee container, circumambulate one time, and when you come to the place where you started, in the middle of the stage, just make an offering of ghee. Take the ghee container. We'll start with Bhaiya Anil. You'll start first. Om. We'll not chant any mantra, Bhaiya. We'll sing a bhajan and just make one circumambulation, make an offering, and hand it to the next child, the next brother or sister. मैं एक नन्हा सा, मैं एक छोटा सा बच्चा हूँ, तुम हो बड़ी बलवान, प्रभु जी मेरी लाज रखो. मैं एक नन्हा सा, मैं एक छोटा सा बच्चा हूँ, तुम हो बड़े बलवान, प्रभु जी मेरी लाज रखो। मैं एक नन्हा सा, मैं एक छोटा सा बच्चा हूँ, तुम हो बड़े बलवान, प्रभु जी मेरी लाज रखो। मैंने सुना है तुमने यहाँ पे लाखों के दुख तारे, मेरा दुख भी तारो तो जानो, जीवन के रखवारे। मैं एक नन्हा सा, मैं एक छोटा सा बच्चा हूँ, मुझ पे धरो कुछ ध्यान, प्रभु जी मेरी लाज रखो। मैं एक नन्हा सा, तुमको दयालु अपना समझ के मैंने आज पुकारा, मुझ निर्बल का हाथ पकड़ लो, दे दो नाथ सहारा। मैं एक नन्हा सा, मैं एक छोटा सा बच्चा हूँ, मैं भी तुम्हारी संतान, प्रभु जी मेरी लाज रखो। मैं एक नन्हा सा, मैं एक छोटा सा बच्चा हूँ, तुम हो बड़े बलवान, प्रभु जी मेरी लाज रखो। मैं आया हूँ आज तुम्हारे द्वार पे आस लगाए, ऐसा कोई जतन करो प्रभु, साँच को आँच न आए। मैं एक नन्हा सा, मैं एक छोटा सा बच्चा हूँ, बिगड़ी बना दो भगवान, प्रभु जी मेरी लाज रखो। मैं एक नन्हा सा, मैं एक छोटा सा बच्चा हूँ, तुम हो बड़े बलवान, प्रभु जी मेरी लाज रखो। मैं एक नन्हा सा। Mataji Renuka, like the many other members of our Mandir family, you too are going, all three of you are going to Guyana. There's one more, I believe. May I kindly ask her to come forward also. Those of you who are going to Guyana, we wish you nothing but the best as you... Mataji Jilo, come forward also. I was made to understand you too are going to Guyana, so we wish you and all the others nothing but the best as you go to Guyana for this grand opening of the Gurukul. Agnenaya supatharaya asman Vishwani deva vayunani vidvan Yuyodhyasmajharan meno Bhuyishthante Namoktim vidhema Swaha Om sarve bhavantu sukhirah Sarve santu niramayah Sarve bhadrani pashyantu Ma kashchid dukha bhag bhave Swaha. One more mantra for all four of you. Om sarvastaratu durgani सर्वभद्राणि पश्यतु सर्वः सर्वम् अवाप्नोतु सर्वः सर्वत्र नन्दतु स्वाहा. We wish all four of you all the best, and we wish that you have a safe trip, safe journey, and come back to us when you've completed all your courtesies, and back to us whenever you're coming. Thank you and namaste. May I kindly ask Mamu Jai to come forward, just make a quick offering. I believe one of his friends has passed. Okay. Take the key container, please, Mamu. Mamu's Jai friend has passed on, and he's asking God for the family to have courage to overcome this tremendous loss. It is only when you've lost a loved one you can truly understand their pain. You can go on slowly, Mamu Jai. Ye yudhyante pradhaneshu shuraso ye tanutyajah Eva sahasra dakshinas tam shireva pigachata swaha. One more, Uncle Jai. Om vayuranilam amritamatedam bhasmantam shariram Om krato smara klive smara kritam smara swaha. May I kindly ask all the children to come back to their respective seats as we chant the Mahagayatri mantra and bring this havan to a close. Om. Ghee samagri oblations, children. Om Bhur Bhuvah Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhur Bhuvah Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhur Bhuvah Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Swaha. Atha Srishta Krida Hoti Atha Mohan Bhoga Ahoyate. O Agni, O all-knowing one, who fully knows whatever is excessive or lacking in our performance of this yajna, may the fulfiller, fulfill this performance of ours, keeping our intent in mind, our noble intent in coming to Mandir this morning. Om Yadasya Karmano Tyariricham Yadvanyunamihakaram Agnishtat Srishtakit Vidya Sarvam Srishtam Suhutam Karotame Agnaye Srishtakrite Suhutahote Sarva Prayashchittahutira Kamanam Samardhayitri Sarvanah Kamant Samardhaya स्वाहा इदमग्ने सृष्टकृते इदन्नं मम ॐ प्रजापते स्वाहा इदं प्रजापते इदन्नं मम. May we all kindly stand for the final offerings. Om Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha Om Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha Om Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha. May I kindly ask all the children to come up on stage facing the audience with outstretched palms and then passing them lightly over your faces as you touch your body limbs and ask God, just as in the beginning when you touched your body limbs and asked God that may these body limbs fulfill their defined functions. May this time too when you touch your body limbs, you ask God, may these body limbs that I touch never fail me. May these body limbs fulfill their defined functions. Om Tanupagni Tanvam me pahi Om Ayurdagni Ayur me dehi Om Varchodagni Varcho me dehi Om Agni Anme Tanva Onam Tanma Prana Om Medhami Deva Savita Dadhatu Om Medhami Devi Saraswati Dadhatu Om Medhami Ashwino Deva Vadhatam Pushkara Sajo Apyayatam Om Vakshama Apyayatam Om Pranashama Apyayata Om Chakshushtama Apyayata Om Shotram Chama Apyayata Om Yashobadam Chama Apyayata. Final prayers, clasping our palms and closing our eyes. Om Bhur-Bhuvah Swaha Abhishunah Sakhena Avita Charitena Shatam Bhavasyutai Shatam Bhavasyutai Shatam Bhavasyutai Iti Agni Hotram Iti Agni Hotram Iti Agni Hotram. All the children, may I kindly ask all of you to sit on stage next to your brother Neil and sing us Pujaniya Prabhu Hamari, the Yajya Pratna Bhajan. Please grab your books and come sit on stage and sing us the Yajya Pratna Bhajan.
कपट को मानसिक बल दीजिए। वेद की गावे रचाए, सत्य को धारण करे। हर्ष में हो मग्न सारे, शोक सागर से तरे। हाथ जोड़ झुकाए मस्तक, वंदना हम कर रहे। नाथ करुणा रूप करुणा, आपकी सब पर रहे। पूजनीय प्रभु हमारे, भाव उज्ज्वल कीजिए। चोर देवे चल कपट को मानसिक बल दीजिए। प्रभु मानसिक बल दीजिए। प्रभु मानसिक बल दीजिए।
Thank you, children. You may now go back to your seats. Sadar Supreme Namaste again to all of us here and to our internet audience. We have now come to the end of our Sandhya and our Havan. I would like to ask Pitaji Brijal for a bhajan, after which we'll go into Pravachan, which will be done by myself today. And I'm not quite ready, so Pitaji, may I kindly ask you for a bhajan? If there's anyone else in the audience who would like to sing us a bhajan, please come forward and I'll give you the opportunity to do so. We do have a few extra minutes today, so I can give you the opportunity to do that.
ज्योतिष ज्योति जगाते चलो, ज्योतिष ज्योति जगाते चलो। प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो। ज्योतिष ज्योति जगाते चलो, ज्योतिष ज्योति जगाते चलो। प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो। राह में आए जो दीन दुखी, राह में आए जो दीन दुखी, उसको गले से लगाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो। जिस कन कोई संगी साथी, ईश्वर है रखवाला। जिस कन कोई संगी साथी, ईश्वर है रखवाला। जो निर्धन है, जो निर्बल है, वो है प्रभु का प्यारा। प्यार के मोती प्यार के मोती लुटाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो। ज्योति से ज्योति जगाते चलो, ज्योति से ज्योति जगाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो। राह में आए जो दीन दुखी, राह में आए जो दीन दुखी, उसको गले पे लगाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो। बहुत धन्यवाद।
Thank you very much, Pitaji Brijlal. May I kindly ask my brother Siko and Chris to set us up for the Pravachan. This is where we would start. Sadar Supreme Namaste. May I kindly ask all of you to join me in singing Kaho Ikabar. Those of you with mics, please join me in singing. Om कहो एक बार हे मित्रो सनातन धर्म की जय हो कहो एक बार हे मित्रो वैदिक धर्म की जय हो सनातन धर्म की जय हो वैदिक धर्म की जय हो वैदिक धर्म की जय हो आर्य समाज की जय हो कहो एक बार हे मित्रो सनातन धर्म की जय हो वैदिक धर्म की जय हो आर्य समाज की जय हो. Clasping palms and closing our eyes. Please join me in a prayer. And this prayer as we wish for Guruji Dr. Satish Prakash as he is opening this monumental Gurukul in the Iflat area. We ask God to give him the requisite strength and the requisite energy in order to have this going, this Gurukul. For Guyana, it is a wonderful endeavor, and we ask God to continue to bless him as he spreads the word of Maharishi Dayananda and Arya Samaj. Om Indram Vardhanto Apturaha Krinvanto Vishwamaryam Apaghnanto Aravanaha Apaghnanto Aravanaha Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Today, our topic is creating good families. And when we say families, we understand that children are what makes a mother and father will be there, but when children grace the union, when children bless the union, then a family is complete. We also need dharma. We need to come to Monday week after week. We need a code of ethics and morals for that home to be considered complete. But it is important, if we would like to create good families, that we have good children. And children are not just born good, they must be nurtured. The qualities of good must be cultivated into them. A parent must be able to tell the children, do it this way, don't do this. Must be disciplined, but lovingly. And this entire Pravachan was taken from the Satyartha Prakash, which there's a whole chapter of the upbringing of children. Dhanya dhanya vahavansh hai, aho dhanya santan, o Swami aho dhanya santan. Guru janani aur janak jisam, मिले जानकी खान गुरुवर दयानंद की जय सियापति रामचंद्र की जय योगेश्वर कृष्ण चंद्र की जय. Vansh means family or lineage. Blessed is that family where children are respectful to mother, father, teachers, and elders. When we see our children in Mandir and they say namaste to us, especially those of us who are older, we see continuation. We see that they have values. We see that good qualities, respect was instilled in them by their mother and father. This is what we strive for. We strive to have blessed children. And we also ask that mother and father must set standards for children to follow. That's the next. Shil dharam. Shil dharam achar sikhave. Achar means conduct. Mother and father must conduct themselves in a very righteous way. And that's when children would follow. Whatever children see is what they follow. Mother and father must teach them virtue. Like I just said, what is right and what is wrong. And when we want to know what is right and what is wrong, we go to our scriptures. Our scriptures tell us. Manusmriti tells us that this is right, this is wrong. What is in accordance with the Ved is right, and that which is otherwise is wrong. And that's what we strive to have children who only engage in good actions. शील धर्म आचार सिखावे ऐसा गुरु कहाँ कोई पावे शील धर्म आचार सिखावे ऐसा गुरु कहाँ कोई पावे ऐसो कर्म मात पितु धारे ऐसो कर्म मात पितु धारे संतति के जो चरित सुधारे स्वामी चरित सुधारे संतति के जो चरित सुधारे. And the next verse says, Gurujan ka sikhalawe adar. Sikhalana means to teach. Children must be taught humility. They must be taken to satsang week after week. When we see our children coming to satsang, right now we have quite a few of them who are in Guyana or have other commitments. But when we see all of our children here sitting in Mandir, we know that we have continuation in Mandir. Guruji says this numerous times, that the wealth of this Mandir is not how much it has in the bank, but these children who are sitting here. It is one way of truly measuring our wealth is our children and how good they are, how respectful they are, and how they interact with not only with each other, but with elders, with teachers, and with everyone, mother and father too, their parents. Guru Jan ka sikhlawe aadar namrashil aru sabhya susadan jai rishivar jai jai swami jai rishivar jai jai swami. सत्संगति में रुचि बढ़ावे इंद्रिय जित विद्वान बनावे जय ऋषिवर जय जय स्वामी जय ऋषिवर जय जय स्वामी जय ऋषिवर जय जय स्वामी. A child, we just said a child must be taught humility, how to be humble, because humility gives them that virtue that will continue to live with them when they're humble. When they cultivate humility, nothing gets to their head. They're not taken by false pride. They remain humble. That must be taught by parents and teachers to all children. Remember, if someone tells you a good thing, say thank you and move on from there. But don't let that make you think you're better than anyone else. That's false pride. And children must be taken to satsang. But a child, in the next verse, Taran so jo bal padhave, a child must be held accountable for his actions, and he must be disciplined. The Satyar Prakash is not telling us to only love a child and only make sure that they know right from wrong. If a child must be disciplined, it is important to do so. But it is also important on how we say things to a child. A child, especially a younger one, we need to be very loving, and that's the only way they could understand. The way we discipline our children may be different from each other, and that too must be respected. How one parent disciplines a child may be different from the other one. It doesn't mean one way is wrong and one way is right. But the child must be held accountable for his actions. And that's important. When a child does something, a child from a very young age, it must be understood. That child must understand that a good action carries a good reaction, and a bad action carries a consequence. There is either a benefit to our action, or there is either a consequence, and that too must be taught to the child. तारन सोजो बाल पढ़ावे, तारन सोजो बाल पढ़ावे, अमृत निज करता ही पिलावे, तारन सोजो बाल पढ़ावे, अमृत निज करता ही पिलावे, लालन जान हो विष कर पाना, लालन जान हो विष कर पाना, लालन से बिगड़े संताना, लालन से बिगड़े संताना। जय जय स्वामी, जय जय स्वामी, स्वामी दयानंद जय श्रुतिधारी, स्वामी दयानंद जय श्रुतिधारी, स्वामी दयानंद जय श्रुतिधारी. Like I just said, the child must be taught that a good action carries a good benefit, and a bad action carries a consequence. Chori jari jhoot aru mad pana dik paap. Children must be taught not to steal and not to lie. These carry consequences. If you steal, there's a consequence. If you lie, there's a consequence. However, if you do not steal, there's a benefit. And if you do not lie, if you speak the truth, our scriptures say, Satyam vada, always speak the truth. And very importantly, not to take intoxicants. A child must be taught that these too bring consequence. They have, if not today, then later on in life, they have consequences to everyone. These must be taught. The child must be taught not to steal, not to lie, and not to engage in taking intoxicants. चोरी जारी झूठ अरु मदवाना दिक पाप, सिख ने इनके त्याग की ये जीवन की ताप। चोरी जारी झूठ अरु मदपाना दिक पाप, सिख दे इनके त्याग की ये जीवन की ताप, ये जीवन की ताप, ये जीवन की ताप। child must also be taught to respect teachers and elders. We cannot stress this enough. We keep coming back to this line. Teachers and elders must be respected. Children must be taught how to properly greet them. Kahe namaste jor kar, clasping palms and saying namaste and bowing to them, to elders and teachers, because they mold us into who we are. Baithe niche sthan, and always sit in a position that you're respectful to teachers and elders. Gurujan ka adar kare, guru, teachers, and elders too must be respected. De uchasta naman, they must be given a seat of respect. They must be always respected. Gurujan ka adar kare, de uchasta naman, de uchasta naman. Gurujan ka adar kare, de uchasta naman, de uchasta naman. Kahe namaste jod kar, baithe niche sthan. गुरुवर दयानंद की जय, सियापति रामचंद्र की जय, योगेश्वर कृष्ण चंद्र की जय. And the final verse from the Satyat Prakash says, parents become famous, parents become blessed, parents are praised when they educate their children. Education, it is said in the Satyat Prakash, education is an inexhaustible treasure. It is one such treasure. People look for precious stones and they look for things of value. But education is one such treasure that cannot be exhausted. It can never come to an end. It can only grow and continue to grow. So it is important for parents and teachers to educate children, not only because it's good for them in the long run, but because education takes children and even adults, when they grow into adults, take them to great heights. And that's what we wish for. That's our goal and that's our objective. Education can never be exhausted. So all the children in this world can learn something, and education will still be there to give and give and give and continue to give. So it is important for all of us to strive to learn something. मात पिता जो कीरति चाहे, तो बालक को योग्य बनावे. मात पिता जो कीरति चाहे, तो बालक को योग्य बनावे. तन मन धन सब शक्ति लगावे, कीरति अतल जगत मह पावे. Like I just said, education cannot be exhausted. It doesn't come to an end. It only grows. And finally, Hitopadesh tells us, one educated child brings glory to a family. Varameko guni putro nacha murkha shatanyapi ekashchandra tamohanti न च तारा गणापि, न च तारा गणापि, nachatara ganapi. It is one moon alone that dispels darkness. We all, when it is Amavasya, we say a few mantras, and when it is Purnima, we say a few mantras. When it is Amavasya, it is the darkest night, and when it is Purnima, it is full moon. It is one moon alone that dispels darkness, and not all the stars, not the host of stars. In the same way, it is better to have one accomplished child, one educated child, than 100 uneducated ones, than 100 foolish ones, for lack of a better word. Ones that are not educated would be foolish. It is important to remember, strive to educate, strive to have our children accomplished. Let them foster any talent they may have. Let them be educated to continue to brighten our lives and then in the society also. We'll end with the Geet. And it is, sometimes we don't realize how philosophical these Geets that were made in many, many years past, how philosophical they are. But they have very good messages. And since we're on the topic of children and what children should and shouldn't do, there's a wonderful Geet that has always been close to my heart. And it says, life is a wonderful journey. Many of you know this, so those of you who know it, please join me in singing it. Zindagi ek safar hai suhana. Suhana means beautiful. Life is a wonderful, life is a beautiful journey. Safar, journey. Yaha kal kya ho kisne jana. Nobody has seen what will happen in the future. This is why we should live life to our fullest. It doesn't mean we would abuse life, but in living life to the fullest, we would know when to say no, when to say yes. When we're educated, we make the most optimal decisions. We look for the benefit of others and not just only ourselves. Zindagi ek safar hai suhana, यहाँ कल क्या हो किसने जाना. जिंदगी एक सफर है सुहाना, यहाँ कल क्या हो किसने जाना. जिंदगी एक सफर है सुहाना, यहाँ कल क्या हो किसने जाना. And since we're talking to children, we tell them, aim higher than the moon and the stars. If you tell them aim for the moon and the stars, that's giving them a limit. But if you tell them aim higher than that, you're telling them their capabilities have no end. They can reach for whatever they want. Aim higher than the moon and the stars, and reach beyond the skies. Don't worry with what people will say. If you do the right thing, there are those who will still condemn you. And if you do the wrong thing, there are those who will still say bad things about you. So think less of what people will tell you and just do what you have to do. Reach for the beyond the moon and the skies. Follow your heart, as they say. Follow your heart, but also make sure mom and dad are there and they give you their input also. चांद तारों से चलना है आगे, आसमानों से बढ़ना है आगे. चांद तारों से चलना है आगे, आसमानों से बढ़ना है आगे. पीछे रह जाएगा ये ज़माना, यहाँ कल क्या हो किसने जाना. ओ जिंदगी एक सफर है सुहाना, यहाँ कल क्या हो किसने जाना. And we're also telling the children, walk the pathways of life joyfully and never worry about what people have to say. Muskurate hue din bitana, smile and live your life. Duniya ki tu parwa na kar. Don't worry, people, like I just said. If you do something good, there will always be those who will condemn you anyway. So do what you believe is right. Hasate gaate jaha se guzar. Smile and go through the path of your life. Hasate gaate jaha se guzar. Duniya ki tu parwa na kar. Hasate gaate jaha se guzar. अरे दुनिया की तो परवाह न कर. मुस्कुराते हुए दिन बिताना. यहाँ कल क्या हो किसने जाना. और जिंदगी एक सफर है सुहाना. यहाँ कल क्या हो किसने जाना. यहाँ कल क्या हो किसने जाना. यहाँ कल क्या हो किसने जाना. And it is important to tell your children, spend your days in smile and laughter. There are situations that will come which may make you sad. Mother and father need to tell their children situations would arise in life which may make us sad, which may make their children sad. But it is important to cultivate the fact in the children that those times shall pass. Happiness comes and maybe sad times come, but then happiness always comes back. Sad times do come too, and then happiness. Time is very important and time is very powerful. Once one time passes, the other time comes. Gain and loss, honor, dishonor, all these things, they're dualities in life. Happiness and sadness. When there's one state, another state comes, but it always passes. It is important for every child, especially our children here in the Gurukul, to know that when there's sadness, if a situation you feel is sad, then turn to God, pray to Him, and know that that too shall pass. Thank you all for listening. And namaste. May I kindly ask Chacha Krishan to give us the announcements, and then we'll go into the Arati Bhajan, if he's around. I don't see him, so may I kindly ask all of you to stand as we chant, as we sing the Arati Bhajan, and then after that I'll give him the microphone for the announcements. Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Jai Jagadish Hare Bhakt Jano ke sankat Bhakt Jano ke sankat Shan mein dur kare Om Jai Jagadish Hare जो ध्यावे फल पावे दुख विनशे मन का ओ स्वामी दुख विनशे मन का सुख संपत्ति घर आवे सुख संपत्ति घर आवे कष्ट मिटे तन का ओम जय जगदीश हरे विषय विकार मिटाओ पाप हरो देवा ओ स्वामी पाप हरो देवा श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ संतन की सेवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम द्यौः शान्तिरन्तरिक्षं शान्तिः पृथिवी शान्ति रापः शान्ति रोषधयः शान्तिर्वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वदेवा शान्तिर्ब्रह्मा शान्तिः सर्वं शान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्तिः सामा शान्तिरेधि ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्ति। प्रेम से बोलो ओंकार भगवान की जय। वेदोद्धारक महर्षि दयानंद की जय। महर्षि स्वामी विरजानंद की जय। मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम श्री रामचंद्र की जय। भगवती माता सीता की जय। योगेश श्री कृष्ण चंद्र की जय। प्रेम से बोलो वैदिक सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। Namaste everyone. May I kindly ask you to listen to Chacha Krishan for the announcements.
Thank you very much, Pandit Amrita. Namaste all. Aap bhaitiye. Okay. First of all, last night we had our Bal Divas, and it was very successful. The children did extremely well in spite of the time. You remember, usually Bal Divas, we have 11 weeks of rehearsal. This year was about 8 or 9 only. But in spite of that limited time, our children did extremely well. And Pandita and Drauti, what happened? They had gifts. They had a trophy. And what was so nice, each trophy had the children's name on it. And the children were so excited about that. Pandita and Drauti, well done. Yeah. You want to say anything about it? Okay, all right. So the other thing is, Christmas is on Sunday. I'm going to call Guruji later today, find out whether we should have Satsang on that Christmas. But definitely New Year we should have. So I have to get his approval, find out whether we should have it or not. So next week, I'll let everybody know, right, whether we'll have. Also, we couldn't get the Pangchang from Canada this year. There's a place on Liberty. Can you please, and we need to find out how many we should, check and let me know. I can pick it up, or if you pick it up, you'll get reimbursed, and we'll find out how many pandits and pandita need next week, and we'll purchase that amount. If you can purchase yourself, definitely you'll get reimbursed. Anything else we have, anybody? No, I spoke to Guruji yesterday, and there's a lot of challenges right now. I mean, he called me around 12 o'clock. I had to rush to Jamaica Electric to get some tree breaker, which was commercial grade. And Pandit Jagdish is taking it this morning. Because if he didn't get those breakers, there wouldn't have been any electricity at the Gurukul. So those are the challenges he has. I'm glad we were able to overcome those challenges. Thank you all, and I hope you have a great week. See you next Sunday. Namaste.